Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grave of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet bird was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on its necks, the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the heroic beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar to Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior named Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow hurtled the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign, determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all. Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in the place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home, as Nagi stood bravely before the entrance. A beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson, on 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left merely a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death right in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt towards Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws blurred, glistening. A gigantic tree suddenly spurted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be a final blow. But Shiranui refused to give in, and with his last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who has been taking shelter in the darkness, stood proudly to face his adversary, channeling all of his strength into his scarred and battered arms. He looked ferociously towards Orochi, his sword praised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villages was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled for breath. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse, pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was crushed in Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. Oh no, there is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years have passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? This is Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi. No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness into the world. Utter that prayer onto me, and unleash my power. horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of the sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such a calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The one and only capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is good, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that Savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demons so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and beautiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances have been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Huh? Yeah? What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Phew! What on earth? You again? Ow, 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 ow! Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting. That's all. Are you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug! I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isun. Yeah, game, I think we got the hint. I'll show you just how great I am. It won't be long until you're bowing before my great brush. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's up, you furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it! You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Whoa, what do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. Technically I'm a goddess, so it's godly slobber? You regret messing with the great Isu. So make me use my prized sword Dekamaru on against you. I cannot pronounce that. What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway? Oh, great God, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect the Kamiki village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees returned to normal, huh? That Saki girl sure said some weird stuff. The village's spirits are being kept inside the fruit? That's the fruit the girl said. If you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is actually getting to me. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Well, after that very long intro, hey everybody, it's Mega Gamer Alexiel, and welcome to Let's Play Okami. Now, I did this Let's Play a few years back. I don't know why I dashed. And I only made it to like 4 parts, and since then, I wanted to redo it, so let's do just that. This is going to be kind of a long episode, so I apologize for it being boring at the start and me stumbling over the words a bit, or stumbling over the words. Because I am not used to reading the text of this game, despite this game being my favorite game of all time. But more on that as we go down. Where are we? Got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, gotta keep our eyes peeled. You can use the control pad to look around. The 2 button changes your point of view. Oh, you really look hopeless. Are you sure you're gonna be okay? Well, as he said, we can use the D-pad to look around. I mean, if you've seen my original Let's Play of this game, then you already know how to play it. A button is jump if you're playing the Wii version. Shake the remote, you can dash. Z is the bark, which is my favorite feature. And I think C is dig, yeah. It's been a while since I played it. And 2 can zoom out your camera, so if you need to make some precise platforming, you can use that. Hold on! That's an origin mirror! They say that once your reflection appears on the surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. Now let me give you a little bit of advice. You should save a number of game files. That way, you could go back if you get stuck or something. You gotta be prepared, especially while you're just learning the ropes. Yeah, I always jump after the conversation ends. It's really not a good thing. Now, the way I'm sitting, I'm very far from the sensor bar. I don't know if it's gonna work. But as you can see, like, sensor bar is moving around okay, and my remote's dying. Uh-oh. But, I would go on further. Well, actually, yeah, let's go ahead and go on further. Actually, yeah, we should save. Just because... Now, saving is kind of long in the game, so I apologize. It kind of takes a while, especially on the Wii version. I would play this on the PS2 version, but I do not own that version. I don't own the PS3 version either. The game originally came out on the PS2, which is considered the superior version. But okay, he's gonna tell you about breaking all these pots, and he's also gonna tell you how to dash, which I already taught you. Way to go, my furry friend. Now, something I never did go over is that in the original Let's Play, which I think is still up. I don't know if I deleted it or not. I might have. Considering, hopefully by the time you see the first episode of this series, which is what I'm doing right now, Sonic Colors is not done yet still. It's still being edited. So he's going to tell you about wall jumping here. Yeah. Stay button to jump. I've already seen all this stuff, but... Now, something that I did show off in the original series is that you can jump up on this wall. Oh, actually, well... Hold on. Sneeze incoming. No? No sneeze? Really? There it is. Oh god. Jeez, what is with me and sneezing in every video I record recently? It's probably just my allergies for being stupid. Anyway, I'm sitting far away from the microphone, so hopefully you can hear me okay when I was reading that intro, but here we have Holy Bone S. This is what we're wall jumping up to. My sensor bar actually works still. Okay, it works. Now, I'm actually staring... Actually... Is the game capture getting this okay? Looks like the bridge is out. This shouldn't be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? It's kind of long. Mind if I call you Ami? Listen, Ami. Ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. Yes, that's what they say. Just watch, it'll take all day to explain. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? No truer statement has ever been said. Anyway, he's gonna paint the bridge here with a brush technique called... Nice, huh? It's just a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of the many brush techniques to use divine power. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master... Bleh! God, I can't talk. To master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one is a power of one of the 13 brush gods. There. I can't read, because I'm far away from it and I can't see it. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us. God or no god, how could anyone have the power of all 13? Simple. How could a single person have 7 powers of a dragon? Or, excuse me, 8. If you've read Fairy Tail, you'll know that reference, but... Pretty sure it's not a spoiler, but whatever. The River of the Heavens. You mean a fabled river? I don't see anything like that here. Could just be that little puddle over there, couldn't it? Guess you could call this the Puddle of Heavens. Chug already made that joke. God, it's gonna be hard to make original jokes for this series, because half the jokes I know came from his Let's Play. I really should rewatch that Let's Play sometime. You know, funny thing, his Let's Play is the reason that I wanted this game so bad, and it's also the reason why it's my favorite game. But there's more to that. Whoa, look at those stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey look, are those stars forming a pattern, or is that just me? Oh my god, it's a dragon! There's one missing. Guess I'll just have to draw the missing star! Haha, you failed at drawing a dot. Bah! Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press the B button and hold the brush, and the A button to draw. Sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. Well, let us prove that we don't suck at drawing a dot. I actually thought I was going to fail that because my angle was a bit off. Oh, don't worry. There's more times to fail later, especially with a certain enemy. Ah, why if it isn't Mother Amaterasu? I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could meet again. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men and now lie in disarray. I've become a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust. But don't ask me, I'm just a brush spirit. Wow, that was Yomigami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use that to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good as the brush with yours truly. Nah, that couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? So, we can use it now. Huh? Somebody used the celestial brush technique while I wasn't looking? Okay, that's kind of funny. I actually didn't know about that first time playing the game. Actually, I'm gonna stand up and... I'm just gonna play from the capture and see how good that'll be. Wonder if drawing some stardust would get the river flowing again. Nah, it's just one thing to fix a bridge. But fixing a starry river? There's no way you can pull that off with a stun like that. Oh, really? Watch this! Whoa, a river of stardust! This must be the river of the heavens. But I really want to know is who the heck drew that darn thing? Guess we'll never know. Oh, God. That was not on purpose. Anyway, this is something kind of funny. You can go the whole game without getting this. You've obtained the Astral Pouch. Look what you found, Furball. This Astral Pouch here is amazing, and it can swallow up lots of food. When it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. Let's start off by feeding it whatever we can find around here. So, basically as Isun said, you fill it with food that you find in pots and stuff, and it'll keep you from dying. Maybe we can get an apple to put in here or something. I swear that wasn't planned. Now, the Astral Pouch is basically the fairy in a bottle in Zelda. In fact, this game is actually considered a clone of Zelda. And it's not a bad clone, mind you, it's actually a really good clone. Like, this is one of those Zelda clones that gets it right. Basically, your Celestial Brush ink pots, which is what they are, they act as your magic meter. Your solar energy, which is your health, is like your hearts. And something that Zelda doesn't do is let you level them up naturally. Now, you will find solar pieces around, known as sun fragments, I think is what they're called. Yeah, you can get those, and basically, you can add another solar unit of health. If you go over here, there's a treasure chest, and you get 1 out of 100 stray beads. Now, I have never gotten all 100 beads. In fact, by defeating the final boss, I think it gives you number 100. So, I never knew about that bead as a kid, or the first time playing this game. In fact, just recently I figured out that was there. And now, this is not a very difficult game. Well, I mean, it can be, but is there something over here? Nah. But, yeah, it's just, this game is both fun, challenging, and just a good time, and no matter how many times I play it, I never get sick of it. I mean, sometimes I will get bored with it and not play it for a long period of time, but that's because I want to just play something else. Now, oh, this is fun to do. I like doing this. Is this? Is this the legendary shrine? You must be in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the White Wolf Shiranui. First the River of Heavens, and now this place? Where the heck are we, Furball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See, the sword's in really bad shape. The gods sure didn't do a good job of taking care of this place. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and stop right here. So, next time on Okami, we're going to be seeing what we can do about that broken sword. I will see you guys in the next one.